Hi, and welcome to the No Experience. I'm Cherie No, and today I wanted to talk about something that's a little different from what I usually talk about when it comes to Korea. And I've put a lot of thought into how exactly I wanted to do this video, and I think the only thing I can do is just talk about it. So let's get right into the video. So, people often ask me what the most difficult part about living in Korea is. And for the most part, people assume my answer is going to be the language because I speak basic Korean. Like, I can survive here, I won't get lost. Well, actually, I probably will get lost. But that's not really the problem. The culture's not the problem because a little back history. Before I moved to South Korea, the reason I moved to South Korea was I married a Korean in December of 2019 and moved to South Korea. Big backstory, I know. But I already started learning some of the language and the culture before I even met my husband. So I was a little prepared for most of the things that I would experience here. And for the most part, I've really loved my time here. And that's why I don't want this video to come across like I'm complaining, because I don't want that to be the tone of this video at all. I absolutely love living in Korea. I love just about everything about living in Korea. So it's been really hard for me to put exactly into words the challenge that I've actually had here, because, well, okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. So when I moved here, I never really put any thought into the food. No, not the way you think. I love Korean food, like a little too much, if you know what I mean. No, it's not that. That's not the problem. I mean, when you move to a foreign country and you establish yourself here, sometimes you run into a small problem. All of the food that I know how to make is impossible here because the ingredients just don't exist. It's actually stressed me out to some degree sometimes because, again, I'm trying to say this in the right way. When I go to the market, 80% of the food in the market, I have no idea what it is. So trying to cook with those ingredients is really hard because I don't even understand what they are. There's a lot of sauces, just a lot of foreign foods to me. Even the fish is completely different here than what I'm used to. I grew up in Oregon, and so even fish that we have in Oregon and our staples in Oregon, like salmon, the various kinds of salmon, trout, steelheads, all of those foods aren't really here. There's different fish here. So I look at them and I'm like, I don't even know what that would taste like or what to do with it, how to cook it in a way that's tasty. Even the vegetables are different here. So many times people, when I first came to Korea, they would talk about, radish. And I was thinking like American radish, the little red radish that's super spicy. And so we usually cut it really thin to put like on our salads and stuff. But here, it's this really big, like baby size radish. And it has the texture of kind of like a crisp pear with I really like it. It's delicious and it has a soft taste, and I see why Koreans use it in a lot of foods, and I actually snack on it a lot. I really like it. But those are examples of what I mean. I have actually tried to learn how to cook some Korean dishes, and there's a wonderful Korean YouTuber, and I will leave the links to her video and her channel below because I love her. She speaks English and she teaches in a wonderfully hilarious and fun way. But I only know how to make two Korean dishes, doenjang jjigae and kimchi jjigae, which I actually learned how to make both of them from her YouTube channel, which I highly recommend if you want to try any kind of Korean dishes, you use her channel. But I'm one of those people who often get frustrated when I'm confused. When I get really confused, I just get frustrated and I I just can't. I have to back away. And that happens a lot when I try to watch some of the videos and figure out what I want to try. I get excited and go, oh, maybe I can make this one if I can just understand what this ingredient is. And it's my own fault. Like, I can ask my husband what those ingredients are, but often, again, like I said, I just get overwhelmed and frustrated that I don't understand these foods and I just give up. I don't do that learning Korean, which is weird. It's a very difficult language to learn. I love learning it. And even though it's hard, I don't give up on it. But I don't understand why this is the thing that is my hang up. And again, I don't want this video to come off like I'm complaining, because I really love living here. And that is just, it's a small issue, but it's something I never thought about when I came here. Like, I just assumed after I got married that I would be cooking a lot of American food until I learned how to cook Korean and American. You know what I mean? Like, America is an eclectic group of food choices. So, I mean, like, even the most basic things are hard for me to make here. Like, okay, I was talking to my mom about this the other day, and she said, okay, well, if you get super desperate, make some hot dogs. I don't really like hot dogs, but I told her, I said, that's a great idea, except no hot dog buns. I mean, what would you guys do? Of course, just use bread. Bread is another problem. You can buy bread at this chain bakery called Paris Baguette, but they don't sell bread in the market, because Koreans don't really eat bread. So the sauces, the ingredients, I don't know what they are. So I don't know how healthy or unhealthy that they are. And so this has been something that's been a challenge for me since moving here this year. And I'm still working through it. And like I said, I really hope this video doesn't come off like I'm complaining about living here, because I'm not. This is something that can be corrected. I am trying to work on, but I'm not putting enough effort, I think, into really trying to acclimate my cooking to what's available in this country. But I am going to do a YouTube video on the market, so you can see kind of what I'm talking about and why when I go to the market, I go to the produce area, I get what I can. Produce is really expensive here, but don't be afraid to move to Korea. It's amazing and people are very helpful. It's just my personal experience and a struggle I'm personally having that I thought I would share with you guys. So if you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below to let me know if you'd like me to do a video on the market, so you have a better idea of what I'm talking about and what other topics about Korea you might be interested in. So until my next video, you guys, stay classy, YouTube. Bye!